From the day your brother Pie was our first introduction, we were strangers to the game we love. We are strangers no more. It's more than a game. Hey, it's our religion now, and it's in our blood, it's in our veins, it's everywhere. Ilawa, 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 ilawa. Michigan, I got a galing arame. For years they've taken our very own, but we have them back now. They back where they belong, yeah. When we were down and we needed inspiration, we looked at our past and we saw our champions. Yuruari Bama Manta Apano Buddha Taparika. Apano Buddha Taparika. Apano Buddha Taparika.
Good afternoon and welcome to AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 12 clash from TIO Stadium on Larrakia Country this afternoon. Southern Districts and the Tiwi Bombers. My name is Nick Danks, my commentary partner this afternoon, Will Zwar. Good afternoon, Will. Great to be with you again this afternoon.
Yeah, great to be here, Danksy. I think we've got a really interesting game ahead of us. On paper, it looks like it's second versus fifth, and Southern Districts are probably in the box seat, but as we were noting before, it's a bit of unusual circumstances for the Crocs this afternoon.
Yeah, playing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think the earliest I've seen them play this season was 4 o'clock, but both these sides come into this game in strong form. Southern Districts last week bounced back after 2 losses, and Jordan Johnston, Jonathan Ross, Will Farrow, Mitchell Bittermaid and Matt Shannon were all outstanding in their 32-point win over Waratah. And the Tiwi Bombers last week came back from 10 points down at half-time, kicked 16 goals in the second half to defeat Wanderers by 69 points. A lot of their players all starring as well. As you said, Southern District's currently in second and the Bombers in fifth. And this is the first time this season these two sides have met. Of course, they meet in the final round at the end of the season as we get ready for finals. It's 32 degrees here. There's a possibility of showers and storms, but I think we'll be away from here before they hit TIO Stadium. We can see them on the right, but it's we should be right for this one. Your thoughts and who do you think's going to get up here, Will?
Yeah, obviously just touching on that storm as well, it feels like it's sort of sucking a lot of the moisture out of the air and it's quite hot out there. I think Southern District should still get the win, but it's not going to be as clear cut. I think just with the changed or the different conditions they're not necessarily used to is going to play to Tiwi's advantage. It might take them a little bit of time to get used to as well. But Southern Districts have been the barometer all year. They dropped off a couple of weeks in a row, a fortnight ago, lost 2 in a row. Again, only just by small margins, but I think they'd be wanting to make amends for that, and they wouldn't want to completely see the cart fall off the rails this close to Christmas.
Yeah, no, if they would have dropped last week's games against Waratah, it would have been trouble, because that means they would have been beaten by St Mary's, Nightcliff and Waratah in 3 in a row, but they came back really strong for that 32-point win. And of course the Tiwi Bombers, once they get a run going and get behind them, they can kick goals pretty quickly. They came off a very, very wet game from home against the Tigers the week before, where, I don't know if you saw the video on that, but the goal umpire was nearly above his ankles in water, and we couldn't see the boundary line on one side because it was actually a river. So it was a very wet, tough day for them, but they bounced back last week in the second half. And going to be interested early in this game what happens, but I'm a bit like you, Will. I think Southern Districts have just got probably a little bit more class today.
Yeah, someone I think that day kicked 7 or 8 goals, and I thought, how have they done that when their ankles are, you know, in water, submerged? But yeah, amazing day out there on Tiwi, and they just seem like they're in good form. I think maybe people, myself included, have been underrating them throughout the year and sort of thinking they're probably that clear-cut 5th or 6th team along with Waratah. But on their day, today could be that day. They are lightning quick and pretty hard to stop.
In other games this round last night at Gazali's, Waratah defeated Darwin Buffaloes by 78 points. There's 2 games on today. 6:30 back here at TIO Berries and Palmerston, and 7 o'clock at Nightcliff, Bendigo Community Bank Oval, the Tigers and Pint. That'll be a beauty out there at Nightcliff. Yeah, absolutely. I think that'll be a bit of a litmus test for Pint, who have only lost the 1 game so far this year. That was to Southern Districts. And if they win that, then they could be almost locking in a finals appearance. Obviously, the season is still young. We've still got a third of the way to go, but they are looking really good at the moment, Pint. Yeah, of course, today is our last round before we take a break for Christmas. And usually where they sit in the top 5 before Christmas is where they end up. So this will be really interesting for Districts as the game's underway. Tapped down by Ryan. He gets the first of the game, and then he gets a handball away too. Went only as far as Lockyer, who just belts it forward. Trying to get back his Taj Stanley for Southern Districts. Kept it alive. No boundary line has beaten him. We'll have a boundary throw in. Tiwi pretty keen to get it forward early. And I wonder if that's a bit of the messaging as well. Southern Districts are going to take some time to get used to the conditions, so you better make sure you get a fast start. Comes in over the top. Ryan holding strong. Taps it straight down to a Tiwi player. Has a snap on goal. Oh, through for a point. That would have been a really good start for them. It was Sean Lemons, the former Gold Coast Sun, with the snap there. Showed a fair bit of pacing coming through that pack as well. Kick out goes very long, looking for today's captain in Jed Anderson for Southern Districts. Michael Bowden not selected today. Now running back through. Butters trying to get involved early. Or big strong tackle from Cantilla. And Pingfa holding the ball. Will be a free kick to the Bombers. They have started with some good intent here, although that's not a great kick. Straight to the hands of Butters, who takes a mark in the back pocket. Looks to switch it now, and they've got numbers rolling over. Good structures in play here for Southern Districts. I think that could be key for them today, given the weather conditions here. As long as they can just stick to those team rules, make sure they're sticking to the lines, staying on their structures, then hopefully the plan will go forward as expected. A few possessions in a row now here. Johnston takes it without breaking stride. He goes inside the forward 50. Not a good kick though. And Kurt Dunn takes it. Roll over the boundary line. Maybe could have done a little bit more, but he too could have been happy just to call it a 0 or draw there. Yeah, they played that well all the way up to that last kick then. Southern Districts was a couple of good passes, came out of defence really strongly. And both these sides are going to take the most of their opportunities today. Ryan again, I think he's got 3 from 3 at the moment. Crocs, they have a shot on goal, and Johnston gets the first of the day. Easy as you like, a quick handball from Quinton Narkle, and then Johnston just with a relatively straightforward snap on goal, and they get the first bite. Yeah, made that really easy for the goal umpire, straight over the top of his head, and some good pace then out of the back line for the Crocs. And nice to get the first goal on the board after a couple of minutes. And the way that they built that up on that far side, I think, you know, there's some strategy in play there as well. In terms of just how they're going to adjust the weather. They didn't look to be running and moving too quick and burning tickets. It was just short, sharp passes, very direct, very deliberate, again, sticking to those structures and making sure that they're going to last the 2.5 hours we've got ahead of us. Back in the middle now. Ryan, he's absolutely dominating in the ruck here, and why wouldn't he be? He's about a foot taller than anyone else out there. Ross looking for Anderson, had to work for it.
Just trying, he got a handball on the fly there. Then Johnson feigned a little handball, got one out to Ross, who's in space now. Tied out there on the wing. Oh, it's a brilliant lead there from Johnson. He'll open up and try and move it pretty quickly, looking to the fat side. Or right idea to Narkle. But just sitting in the hole there was Willie Munkara. Now he comes out looking for Bedford. Looking for Hams now. Tiwi looking to settle. It's a good long kick out there to Lockyer. Down the line he goes. Now it's Tiwi who are moving pretty freely, although that kick off the target and has rolled over the boundary line. Gone over the fence, so I think we'll have to have a player go and collect it. Do a bit of steeple chasing.
Yeah, I think he walked away from that and the umpire said, you need to go and get that ball for me. So he's gone and got that. I just had a quick look. Tiwi have played 10 times this season before 2 o'clock or at 2 o'clock. Whereas, you said before, this is the first time the Crocs have played at this time during the season. So it'll be interesting to see, certainly as we get in the second half, how the weather factors in with the Crocs.
Back in play, Johnson. He's having a good start in the middle. Handball goes over the top from Coleman, trying to find Munkara. Picked up there by Bidmate, although couldn't get it to a teammate. Now it's just hoiked forward to the top of the square. Dribbled through from Cantilla, wrong side of the post. They get their second point of the day.
Second time they've had an opportunity to get on the scoreboard to get a major and pinch that one through for a point. So it's 4 points in the game. 5-minute mark of the first quarter here at TIO Stadium. Johnston
again will just look to take it and go long. Anderson and White behind the targets, comes off hands. Trying to run back with it will be Tipua Montemary. Advantage called, or maybe they should have taken it. Barry almost run down. Bounces through the air swing there of Coleman. Now comes out to Ryan. Looks into the pocket. Oh, not a great kick. Didn't have enough on it. And Tiwi will rebound that, although that's not a good kick itself. Sargent tried to intercept it. Bounced through his hands. A bit of late contact there. Not sure if that was necessary. Tiwi will keep going, though. Now comes through to Thompson. He will turn and go. It will have to be a grubber along the ground on the half volley. Relatively clean from Cantilla. Maybe a bit too clean for the runner. He'll take it now. No, he won't. Cantilla of the Brendan variety trying to get his hands on it. Now comes out. Southern Districts could be safe. Clark gets around one and then looks inboard for a target. They can steady here. Jordan Johnston will cross. They've got numbers. Looking out to Ross. He's in an absolute paddock of space, and just ahead he's got Bousted if he needs. That's where he's going to go. Matt Johnston with about his 30th touch already. Short one, oh, not a good kick. Intercepted by Lemons. He goes to the runner, Cantilla, a long way from home. He'll just poke it over the top. That's a good kick. Maybe not enough on it. Oh, he's done very well there. Sells a little bit of candy, gets around, snap on goal. What a ripper that was from Dane Kieran-Ewer. Great goal there. Took the opportunity. They ball watched it a few times, didn't actually go and get the player. They were watching the ball and he bounced it around really, really well. And the Tiwi Bombers have hit the front. Very good solo effort there. There are a few nearly maybes there. Thought a couple of times this has gotten out of reach for him, and he's just won the ball back, danced his way through, and that's an absolute pearler. Yeah, got that one onto his left boot and then just popped it over the top of the goal umpire, and one straight to Southern Districts and 1-2 to the Tiwi Bombers. Big number count by the umpire, just waiting for a... They have been hot on that this weekend. A few free kicks given away in last night's game out of the middle. Ryan gets it down. Now breaking through Brandon Ruska inside the forward 50. He goes through hands. Johnson, a few air swings early in this one. McLean will pick it up on the run. Gets it out to his partner in crime, Hams, but not a great handball, and it's gone over the boundary line. Ryan just takes it out straight from the ruck. Schwartz feigned a handball, then went to Johnston. He's got it on a string inside the forward line. Oh, sneaking through. Shannon plays on. Oh, opportunity gone missing there. Thought that was bread and butter for him.
Thought he should have got that one from there. He was running through all in his own. Actually had another player alongside of him, just slightly behind, but shanked that one through for a behind.
Twycross takes the mark on half-back. We'll give it to a runner.
Ooh, mate, just...
Ooh.
One more step, then he might have gone too far.
Steal the target, but he came in from the side, had to just get a fist to try and impact the contest. Now it's still up for debate at ground level. Bidmaid gets it out of there, and there's plenty of crocks in the middle of the ground. One of them's Shannon. Can he make amends for his last one? He's got a long boot on him. That one he'll pass off to Thomas. He takes the mark in the forward flank on that 45-degree angle. He looks to pass it off as well. Clark takes the mark close to the goal. Easier angle. Good choice.
Yeah, could have raffled that one. There was 2 or 3 players floating around the centre of the square, the centre of the 58 metres there. Picked up a piece of grass, threw it in the air, and realised there's no breeze at all.
Yeah, the flags are sort of all going in different directions, all 3 or 4 of them out here on the old, above the old scoreboard. Clark's kick is good. It's just a little bit offline, and I think there might be that wind channel between the Morris Rioli grandstand and the Michael Long Centre, which has just carried that one through for a point. Yeah,
we've got to aim at the left-hand post when you're shooting from that end, because there is the gap there, but you said, between the grandstand and the Michael Long Centre, and it does push the ball to the right.
Sam Wiedemann's kick there in the AFL game a few years ago absolutely broke my heart. But it was, yeah, followed that wind channel to perfection.
I think I remember that he NT Thunder Grand Final, similar sort of thing. Just push one across.
Ball spills out over the boundary line.
All tied up here.
And halfway through this first quarter, both sides yet to really establish their authority on the game. Good tackle there from Twycross. Briston extracts it and gets it out of there. Cantilla turns through traffic, and they could be away here. Good kick into space. Steele and Johnston. Oh, Steele's done very well there to tap it somewhat to advantage, but the pace of Johnston has just been elite. Wins out. Settling hands there with Bousted in the back line. Oh, needs to be careful here. Good tackle, good pressure. And there's a free kick for holding the ball, which is going to go the way of Southern Districts. No, it's going to go... Umpire's holding his arm the wrong way, I think.
No, I think he's paid it for... I know he's holding his arm the wrong way.
So it'll go the way of Tiwi. A long way from goal, but maybe within range with a bit of luck.
I was going to say, it's a bit hard to be holding the ball when you don't have it, but umpire eventually got that decision right. Looks pretty keen to have a go at this, though, from this distance out. As he runs around him.
So I think this is Coleman running in, approaching 50. About 48 he's kicking it from. Oh, that's a good-looking kick. We shouldn't have doubted him, Tanksy.
No, not at all. The guys on the line all applauded as it went over the head as well, and he's got that really, really well, and they're very happy about that one as it pushes them to the front. 2-2-14 to 1-2-8. 6-point lead, 12 minutes into the first quarter.
So Francis tipping Woody it was who kicked that goal, and that's their second for the match. Makes 2 in a row for them. Their 2 highest numbers on the ground, 43 and 50 with the first 2 majors.
Yeah, both sides 6 times inside 50. Who just made the most of their opportunities.
Schwartz at the fore of the ball. Anderson, it's a handball over the top and then out to the run, although the handball wasn't good. Now it's Twycross who's gotten it forward. Oh, they can turn and go. Beautiful body position there. Steele by himself, has to kick it high over his shoulder. Bit too much on it, through for a point. Maybe a little bit too chaotic going forward for Tiwi. It can work sometimes, but it also means opportunities like that perhaps they don't capitalise on. Southern Districts now looking to move quickly. Narkle He gets a little fend off on Cantilla and then a kick inboard to Anderson. Narkle wanting to get it back. Instead, Anderson looking for Thomas in the forward 50. Bounces off his chest. Bedford, he puts on some body contact there. Ball spills out the back. Johnston with a little chip forward. And they couldn't make anything of that, although Ryan, he takes mark. He's got a decent boot on him. Instead, he's going to do the team thing and pass it out wide to Shannon. Into the forward pocket. Good kick. And Johnston takes the mark. It's a reasonably tight angle, but within range.
Yeah, as I said, it had nearly been centimetre perfect, that did, because it had been cut off a couple of times by the Tiwi Bombers players in the forward 50. So we need to get them one over the top, and did that really, really well. Again, left-hand post here, let the breeze bring it back across.
Let's see if he's listening. And he comes. Ooh, he's started there, but that wind has picked up really strongly. I think it's maybe we're underestimating as well from up here, Danksy.
Yeah, the goal scoring end, and just to the women's game, the goal scoring end was to the right of screen, and they did find it difficult to score goals at that end, but the breeze, the flags aren't that much. They're definitely favouring the right of screen.
Looking to build here, Dunn. Gets it away. Twycross had to get rid of it, and he was dumped as he got rid of it, or after he got rid of it, so that'll be a free kick downfield. In their fortnight of losses, Southern Districts did seem a little bit undisciplined. You wouldn't want them to, I guess, slip back into those habits in a game like today, where it really is a genuine contest as well. They'll rebound here, looking out wide to Farah. Oh, look at the numbers running forward. There's 3 of them. And it's going to be a 50-metre penalty as well, I think. It looks as though Podjimi's run through the man on the mark, which will bring Farah, who's a notable goal scorer, within range. That's a dangerous move.
Yeah, important for them to win this one. Although they started off, they lost those couple of games. The Tigers have got Pint tonight, and if they can win that one, the Tigers could scare the percentage as well. So Southern District need to get this, and also, in theory, they could find themselves back on equal top with Pint if Pint lose to the Tigers later on today. So, important game for Districts to win. And similar for Tiwi Bombers, they need to get themselves in the 5 before Christmas if they could pick this one off this afternoon.
Oh, gee, he's gone high. And that one has been soaked up by the wind as well. McLean assessing his options. Oh, he's got Twycross long in a little bit of space. Instead, he goes short to Bedford. McLean will get it back. Looks to centre half back. Oh, good smother. Maybe he was lucky that he didn't give away a 50-metre penalty, but Barry's put in a lot of work here to try and win that ball. Toe poke forward. Oh, Thompson needs to be careful. He doesn't give one away for kicking in danger. Narkle handballs through to Anderson, through to Johnston. He pushes it to Clark and an easy mark inside 50. Oh, again, they can raffle it off here. Taron Thomas over the top. He goes as well. Team goal. Farah from the goal line puts it through.
Crocs needed that. They've been inside 50 11 times. That's only their second goal. Has pushed them back in front by a point. 2-4-16 to 2-3-15. And you're right there, the play on then, he must have called him play on before the smother, because it could have been a 50-metre penalty, but the Crocs took all the benefit of it, and 4 minutes to go, you would think, of this quarter, and they've got a 1-point lead.
Does sort of feel like Tiwi have been playing the better footy. Southern Districts may be a little bit wasteful as well, but again, neither side's really established their authority on the game yet. I think we've seen a few passages where you can see Southern Districts have eased into a little bit, and they're sort of finding those short, sharp, deliberate passes. Tiwi's probably a little bit more chaotic going forward. They've won a bit more of the ball, but that chaotic nature means they're not always capitalising on it. A few more minutes here. Let's see if someone can break through the lines. Schwartz, he's having a stellar year. That kick inside the forward 50, maybe a little bit too much on it. Looks perfect for McLean, who's mopped it up. He goes back to Briston. And I think there's going to be a free kick there for a late hit, which is going to go the way of McLean.
He's got numbers on this far side. That's where he goes.
Nagawali pushes it out wide. Bedford. Good kick. Looks to centre half forward. Spills through Ryan's hands. Finds itself in the lap of a teammate. Good contact there from Twycross. Oh, big strong run down tackle. Got a handball away just in the nick of time. Thompson absorbs the heat. Runs back through traffic, gets a handball away. Needs to be quick. Ping for holding the ball, surely. Yes. Not enough talk there. And Bedford really should have had someone in his ear. Oh, there's a little bit going on between Johnston and Thompson there. Looks like they're back to it now. And that's a cheeky little pass in from Burgess. Couldn't find a target. He'll go and try and mop it up there, Burgess. Shrugged to the ground. Bedford gets it off to the runner. That might be Lemons there. Looks down the line. Good kick to Cantilla. Gee, there's a runner forward in Tipping Woody. He's already kicked one today. There's someone up full forward all by himself. Needs to get it to him. Oh, maybe a little bit too much on the kick there as well. Not the laser beam he needed. It's done well though, Cantilla. Opens up the angle. Snap on goal. A little bit too much on that one as well, and through for a point. But he levels the score as we approach the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, 2-4 apiece, 16 points. So coming into time on here. And again, just the pace of the Bombers when they come into attack, they're looking good. And you look down at the Southern District score and the talent they've got out there, you would expect them to get more than 2 goals for 13 inside 50s.
Just bring it back in. Southern Districts, I think, from here would probably be happy to just run the clock down where they can. Although they might be forced to move forward quickly with kicks like that. Steele gets a high one, marked by Burgess. It's got Narkle short, that's where he will go. Ooh, that was about 7 metres. Half volley off the ground. No, umpire pays it. Gee, I think they got lucky there.
Yeah.
I reckon definitely used a bit of grass to help him with that one. Now pushes it to full forward. Oh, Thomas just uses the body well. Plays on from the goal square. He kicks his third. Feels like that one was somewhat cheap, Danksy.
Yeah, it was. It definitely looked like a hop, but the Tiwi player just stopped and looked at the umpire instead of concentrating on the player. And then once he did that, he was out the back. And from then on, Taron Thomas just put that one through. And Southern Districts have their third and go to a 6-point lead as we're not that far away from quarter time. Just again, a couple of times I've seen Tiwi play that just that 1 or 2 seconds of ill discipline or just lack of concentration for a minute, and they get punished, and that's exactly what happened there in the centre of the ground. It was definitely a half hop. The umpire was behind, didn't see it, called the mark, and instead of going on the mark, the Tiwi player had the argument, and by that stage, they were gone.
Yeah, and almost downfield as well. I think the Tiwi players were a little bit too reactive too, whereas for Southern Districts, they were just always alert and waiting for, I guess, that window of opportunity. Here it comes again. They work forward quickly without too much hassle. Anderson handballs over the top to Shannon. Now to Narkle inside 50, streaming through. He has a shot on goal. Again, just picked up by that wind and through for a point. McLean in the back pocket. Got nothing down the line and no offerings. He just got a brief one there, which he's probably had to take. Finds Munkara. In fact, it's Tipua Montemiri. Looking for Steele. Fist comes through over the top. Burgess gets it back. Out of bounds on the full, so Hams will bring it back in. Been a little bit quieter than his usual self today, Hams, but still plenty of time to go. Looks inboard to McLean, who'll take it and run. You suspect that's exactly what he does. Just forward of centre, here he goes. Maybe Tiwi can find an opening here. They put the pressure on. Handball comes back though from Stanley. Now into Bousted and out to Burgess. Nark will take some mark, but the siren goes, and it's a 7-point margin at quarter time.
You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. Currently, Southern District's up by 7 points. We'll be back after this break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
NT's coverage. Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 12 clash here at TIO Stadium. Southern Districts and the Tiwi Bombers. And Tiwi got in front there for a little while, Will, and Southern Districts come back with a 7-point lead.
Yeah, it was really interesting first half. Again, no one really yet to establish himself as the front runners in this contest. White Ryan is absolutely dominating the ruck against a very undersized Nigel Lockyer, but otherwise, Matt Johnston has the ball on a string. There's a 7-point margin in favour of the Crocs, but a couple of their goals have seemed a little bit easy and maybe have come off the right rub of the green as the handball goes over the top from Brendan Cantilla. Looking for Twycross, had to put some body contact there on Anderson. Johnston again picking up where he left off. Short one will come out to Anderson. Play on. Kick it down the line to no one in particular. Mark is taken there by Dunn. Cross to Lennons. Again, freshly off the Gold Coast Suns list. Mark taken there by McLean. Good kick out there. I think this is Lockyer who approaches the 50. Now goes to a lead inside. And that is a good start for this second quarter.
Yeah, the problem with the Southern Districts in that one, 15 inside 50s for 3 goals. And as you said, a couple of them were lucky rub of the green, certainly the one that skipped up for a mark and then they went through. So really not making the most of their opportunities. And the Tiwi Bombers' defence have been outstanding. But this one could put the Bombers right back in this. 1 point will be the difference if he pins this one.
Today's Porgini. Oh, he loves it and he gives a bit of a bow and arrow. Shoots that one to the stars and again reduces the margin back to 1 point.
2 more games on today, 6:30 back here at TIO Stadium. So Mary's take on Palmerston and 7 o'clock at Nightcliff Bendigo Community Bank Oval. A beauty. This will be a great game. The Tigers and Pint. Of course, Pint currently on top of the ladder and the Tigers looking for a place in the top 3. And if Tiwi have a win today, could even get them into the top 2 going into Christmas. So that'll be a great game tonight out there at Nightcliff Oval.
Yeah, that one's, this game along with that one, probably the pick of the bunch this round. Those teams, those clashes between the top 5 teams. Tap down. Anderson gets a handball out. Ooh, Hams intercepts. Johnston goes back to Stanley. Handball comes over the top to Johnston again and gets it out wide. Ryan, oh, good fly there from Lemons on the side. Sold a bit of candy. Now he tries to break the lines. Looking for Hams. In fact, it was Steele. It just goes a bit too low for him, a bit too wide and spills out over the boundary line. Be interesting to see, of course, next year. That will be a free kick in the opposite direction coming off the foot between the 2 50s.
Yes, it will be. So boundary umpires have less work to do.
Ryan tries to tap it almost to himself. And then he just kicks it forward into the middle of the ground. Farah picks it up, running back through traffic, gives it off to Johnson, who is front and centre. He's got a runner out wide if he wants. Made Hams have to pick between 2 blokes. He's done very well here, outnumbered. Barry couldn't win the ball there. McLean, he'll go for the switch to Munkara. Gee, dangerous. Farah intercepts, couldn't collect himself. And then it's just kicked out of there by Coleman. Toe poke forward. Oh, high contact there from Anderson. Free kick will go the way of Tiwi. There's a little bit of tempers flaring at the moment. Anderson at the heart of it, who would have thought? Finds Lockyer forward of centre. They'll look to move pretty quickly. Goes to full forward. Oh, nearly tunneled. Needs to be careful there. Handball comes over the top to Johnston and he can turn and move pretty freely. Finds Butters. Looking for Ryan. Instead he finds some grass. Lockyer, front and centre, gets it to a run over the top of Thompson's head. Now he's got some ground to make up as Southern Districts will burst away. Shannon, oh, he was handballed in the middle of a Tiwi Bombers sandwich there as well. few mistakes in this middle portion of the ground, Danksy.
Yeah, a bit scrappy at the moment, but both these sides having a red-hot go at each other, though.
Shannon, he takes it at high half forward and finds Farah all by himself in the pocket. They're outnumbered. He could even give it off again, but he's decided to go back and have a shot. And why wouldn't you? It's the goal-kicking end, and he's got a couple of hundred goals to his name. Oh, he's going to pass it off in the end instead. That barely 15 metres. It's probably going to, we'll call it 16 or 17, as Barry rolls around and he kicks the 4th goal for the Crocs, their first of the second quarter.
Yeah, we're lucky to have gotten that distance, but then, as you said, there was 3 or 4 Crocs loose there. Narkle was sitting there by himself as well, so the opportunity to push that one across, but decided to chip it over the top. We'll give it the 15, whether he liked it or not, and pinch that goal to put the Crocs 7 points back up in front.
And again, it's not a, I guess, behavioural discipline lapse there, but definitely a structural discipline lapse. Just with too many Southern Districts numbers up forward, it was too easy for Farah to not go back and kick it. He had, 3 players in better positions who were spreading the defenders thin. Need to be sharper on that, Tiwi. They've been good for the first 20 minutes, but they can't let that become a habit.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times in the game. There was that one, of course, late in the second quarter where they let their heads down as well. So it's going to make sure that doesn't happen. I've seen it happen a few times to the side, and certainly in the wet against the Tigers, they dropped their heads in really tough conditions, though.
Ryan tries to tap it to advantage. Instead, his opposing ruck, Lockyer, finds ball in hand, tries to break the lines. He's stripped of it, pinged, and I think a little bit of lip means it's a 50-metre penalty as well. Tiwi just sort of falling apart a little bit here. And that'll take them within a scoring shot.
Matt Ryan's by himself in the square there as well. Waving his arms above his head. You can't miss him.
Looks like Shannon's going to go back and have a ping. He's within range and a relatively straightforward angle. Oh, it's got a bit of a hook on it. Should have gone for the pass, I think, Nick.
Yeah, when they start to try and kick just from out of his range, it always pushes it across, and that's exactly what happened there. Back to an 8-point game, though.
McLean looking for the ball, looking for a spare ball.
The kids from around the back just got one through. Nice pass.
Very good kick. See if McLean can replicate it here coming out of fullback. It sort of meant that the Bombers had to go a bit more of a deliberate huddle and scatter, and it's turned over. Good intercept there by Bidmaid. He goes inside the forward 50. Oh, Farah, good set of hands. Got springs for ankles there. He just jumped off with almost no run up and flew above anyone else in the pack.
So the breeze coming slightly across, and he aimed this just inside the right-hand post. Gone out left and stayed there.
Oh, it's kept alive. No, umpire says it's carried over the line.
It's a 9-point lead now. Just a lull in proceedings here at the moment. Well, that's gone straight over the top. Big opportunity here for the Crocs as he puts his back into the middle of the ground.
Too easy.
Oh, far too easy.
And again, there's 3 Bombers here on the paint of the 50-metre arc, just all by themselves. No one really who they're covering. Thomas and Munkara, they've both been defenders today and just not picking anyone up as Barry goes through, kicks his second in a row. And that lead now out to 15 points.
AFL NT has returned and representing football for the first time ever. You'll get a chance to experience an NTFL All-Star Saturday a full day celebrating some of Territory's best football talent on Saturday, the 24th of January, here at TIO Stadium during the long weekend bye. It's the All-Star match, introduces new 2-rep sides, the Heat and the Spears. So local footy players and guys that have come in and done some great stuff here in the top end. Be a big weekend of footy.
Yeah, massive weekend of footy. Be interesting to see, I guess. I mean, obviously there's sort of a different criteria for the two sides. It's sort of the visiting side and the home side, if you want to call them that, the Heat and the Spears.
It's a novel idea. It's obviously hard to bring other clubs back up here like they have in previous years because of the off-season. So it's a good idea to see how it works.
Ball back in the middle. Lockyer, he picks it up. Works forward. And occasionally in those games, you've sort of seen friends turn into foes, just with players who've played up here playing for their southern club as well. But for this clash, it's going to be almost everyone's going to be friends and foes.
Absolutely. It should be very interesting. Looking forward to it. Of course, tickets on sale for that one now on Saturday, the 24th of January.
I think Neil Vivi playing for Glenelg when they played up here, and Robbie Turnbull for South Freo, just a couple of those names. Very curious to see as those names slowly start to filter out. Ball kicked down the line. Again, Farah trying to fly for that. He's looking lively today, isn't he? Sometimes I think as he's matured, he can have those games where he doesn't really seem to do a lot, and then he might pick up a couple of late goals, or maybe kick a few goals early and then go missing. But today it just feels like he's waiting in the right spots a little bit more. Can't take the footy, and then Cantilla picks it up. Just rolls it forward. Burgess gets it out to Stanley. Kicks it back. Oh, dangerous. He was looking for Johnson. A bit too much on it. Still a run into an open goal. Kicks it over the top and makes him pay. His first of the afternoon.
Yeah, that was definitely what they call against the runner play there. It chipped over the back, and a mistake by the Crocs, and Steele's run that one through and put that one in.
I think he just panicked a bit. I don't know if he got caught, Stanley, thinking he was running forward when he was running back, and then realised halfway through, oh gee, I'm going the wrong way here. But the kick back to Johnson really just needed to be a tiny little toe poke almost, and had too much pepper on it. Steele almost read that better than Johnston. Just waited for it to land in his lap and cleaned it up there. Big men love goals like that.
Yeah, back to 9 points, 5-7, 37 to 4-4, 28.
Looks like
in the second quarter. Sorry.
Looks like Desmond Tipua-Montemiri's going to have a go in Iraq. He's done pretty well there against the big fella.
Bit of a spring on him.
As Matt Johnson rolls inside, another centre clearance for him. Fist comes over the top from Jordan Johnson, trying to bring it to ground level. Shannon almost dropped his legs. Maybe he was playing for a free kick there. Comes out to Anderson at high, half forward, told to move. He now goes into the pocket looking for Thomas, and he takes a mark on the lead. We'll open up the angle. He'll go to Geordie Johnson in the goal square. Stood firm. Oh, gee, Bristol needs to be careful there. He's just decked him after the fact, and no need for that at all.
They didn't pay the 50 there, but it wouldn't make much difference, you wouldn't think. But it's probably, again, ill discipline there.
Good body work from Johnson as well. I think he sort of absorbed the contact to perfection, knew that the ball was going to come to him and he was going to meet the ball first. He just needed to hold that core up. Now just needs to convert. Oh, the wind has nearly played a role in it there, but it's gone through strong enough.
I think the right side of his outside boot was probably there as well. He just didn't connect. It took a long time lining that up from where he was kicking to, and I think the goalpost just got a bit closer for him, and he's put that one in though. They needed that. 6-7, 43 to 4-4, 28.
So 14 minutes through this second quarter, and Southern District slowly starting to put on a bit of a lead.
Doing the count of 6-6-6. As I said, the umpire's been up hot on that this weekend.
Shannon, very slick in the middle. And now he pushes it to Thomas again. He's done that about 3 or 4 times there. That's surely got to be a set play.
Yeah, he took the last mark in exactly the same spot. And dropped it into the goal square.
Johnston lurking at full forward. Schwartz maybe hoping he can get in on the action as well. He's lurking there too. Johnson, his 3rd effort in a row, just trying to burst out, but Thomas is having none of it. I think he wants to have a slice of pie. He's through for a point.
And he just pushed that short. Did pretty well from that angle with the breeze pushing it across the goal.
From fullback, Braden McLean. Goes through, clears the pack, but Southern District's there to mop it up. Oh, Johnson hit as he got rid of it. Lands in the hands of McLean. He was wanting to move pretty quickly, looking for Munkara. Oh, Narkle needed to be careful there. No eyes for the footy, and it'll be a free kick paid to Munkara. There's a bit of shadow comes across the field now. First bit we've had, I think, slowly but surely those clouds are moving this way, Nick.
Yeah, no, it's looking a bit. I'll have a quick look in a minute at the weather, but yeah, you're right. The sun's come off it.
Now they go across to the fat side. Lockyer's all by himself. He takes one bounce, approaches 50. Nearly needed to have a second. He probably ran his measure and then kicks it long through for a point, though.
I'll take the opportunity there. Needed that one.
And, gee, look at the legs on Johnson. He's just run it through. Middle of the ground he gets to before he gets rid of it. Twycross puts a hand in there trying to have an impact. It wasn't a great kick in the end. And the umpire will call for a ball up.
It didn't really favour anybody, that kick, did it?
Lemons has done well just to tap it out in front of a teammate. Then it's kicked forward. Another kick that didn't really favour anyone in particular. That one from Nagawali. And Butters, he looks to Anderson, gets it to Johnson, over the top to Butters. Twycross, brilliant tackle. Didn't give him enough time. And now, I think this is Schwartz there, also trying to have an impact. Good tackle from Cotter. Handball over the top from Butters. Comes back, Dex without it.
Yes.
That's a bad hit. Anderson's going to come in to remonstrate.
Yeah, it was a big hit off the ball.
Free kick will go Ross's way. Anderson, I know he's a leading skipper today, but you want to make sure that you're keeping him out of the firing line because he can fire up when he wants to. He's going to come for a quick spell now, I think. That might have been on the agenda anyway. Just went a little detour via the opponent.
Yeah, Ross limping a little bit gingerly. I think he's fine, but it was a big hit off the ball.
A bit too much air on that maybe for Burgess and Shannon. They've almost shirt fronted each other, and poor Jamie will reap the rewards. He breaks through the lines, gets through 2, almost kicks that one backwards to Ham. So they've got runners forward. He'll kick it to the advantage. That's a beautifully weighted kick there. And that's a good mark as well, going to Desmond Tipua-Montemiri. I'd love this one just to shorten up that margin. 15 points at the moment. Nowhere near the end of the world. But they've slowly just chipped away at building that lead, Southern Districts, without really having to work too hard for it. Not a good kick. But it falls short, and it's a mark to Carlson Cantilla. Blasphemous from the Southern Districts defence. Got to punch those ones through.
Yeah, I don't think they thought that was going to drop short. I think they thought that was going to go right the way through from behind and sort of just switched off for a second. And the Bombers get another opportunity.
What does he go here? Well, he's just, I think Hamsy's coming to give him a bit of advice, and Carlson's just said, I've got this, I've got this. I think he's going to go the check side. See, he knows what he's doing, yeah. Ashton. No need for a backman to tell the forward what to do.
Back to 9 points, with 7 points at quarter time. It looked a bit dangerous there for a while for the Bombers. Southern District sort of pushed away, but in the last couple of minutes they've got a couple more on the board, a couple more inside 50s as well.
So again, goals sort of going in both directions this quarter, Nick, that you feel haven't necessarily been cheapies, but they just haven't had a lot of defensive pressure to them.
Yeah, I just think the Crocs just aren't making the most of the opportunities as they go forward. The Tiwi Bombers defence have done really well, but...
Ooh, a bit of body contact there from Bidmaid. I didn't really notice it. Lemons approaches 50. He unloads, looking into the forward pocket. Puts it wide for Cantilli. Kicked that last one absolutely beautifully. That one just harassed a little bit by Johnston, and it spills out over the boundary line.
Yeah, I think it was out before he got it knocked out of his hands as well. The boundary umpire did make a signal, but eventually he dropped it over anyway.
Comes off hands now. Oh, decent kick. I think that's gone through from Francis, tipping Woody for his second as well. Just hacked it off the ground, and that's gone through and reduces the margin now to 3 points.
Yeah, 4 and a bit minutes to go, you would think, in this quarter. A 6-8-44 to 6-5-41. As I said, it was 7 points at quarter time and 3 points now. We're not that far away from half time. But luck's of fortune there, and the ball just happened to drop in the right spot for him, and he's put that through.
It's a relatively even scoreline at the moment. You think it's probably just for the game we've had. Southern District's probably had a little bit more of it, haven't made the most of their opportunities, and Tiwi have.
Yeah, 26 inside 50s for 6 goals. It's probably not what they would want. Southern Districts probably would want another 3 or 4 there. A couple of missed kicks, of course, at 6-8. If you turn that around with a couple of goals, it's a big different scoreline.
And they probably could have a few of them down that to the left of your screen towards a Michael Long centre in that first quarter. Maybe they should be a bit more aware of the wind. I mean, they play here every second week, and they know that there is a strong wind channel there.
Yeah, there's been a couple in front as well that they've had opportunities that they've missed. These things come back to haunt you, especially when the Bombers are running on top of the ground, which they are doing pretty well at the moment. And
as we saw last week, all it can take is a quarter, and suddenly you're 8 goals down against them. Lockyer. Oh, he needs to be careful again with that toe poke. There's been a few nearly maybes with that today. Inside the forward 50, he goes, oh, steal. I don't think he expected that to come. Gives it off to a runner. They've got runner's delight at the moment. Handball comes back from Tipua Munsmeri to Lemons. Short pass, and Munkara shifted forward from the back line, hoping for a rare opportunity on goal for him.
There was 5 Tiwi Bombers players there all by themselves. They could have raffled that. The Crocs just didn't get back fast enough. And this could be a big turnaround if he puts this one through.
Almost directly in front, 35 out. Oh, he loves that one as well. Beats the chest. And they're in front, the Tiwi Bombers. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, come back really, really well.
Last 3 goals and 3 of the last 4. 4 of the last 5, I should say.
Turned a 7-point deficit into a 3-point lead. 6-8-44 to 7-5-47. Just running really well. They only know one way to play the Bombers, don't they? And it's flat out forward, whether it works for them or not. They keep going at pace. And the Crocs just need to settle down and get the ball working they were doing earlier in that first quarter.
In the middle now, can Crocs regain a bit of momentum before the half is up? As we tick over the 24-minute mark. We do now. Anderson. Ooh, not a good kick out wide. Nagawali has plenty of time and space to work with. Ooh, not a bad kick in the end. Kieran Ewer's made a little bit of a mess of it. Still has the ball. Johnson just Steals it from him. Now comes through to Sargent. He works back through traffic to Anderson. Gets it back. A cheeky little 1-2. Now to Burgess. He just looks, got a hand to it there. Was Kieran Ewer again.
Got to be intentional, yeah. Good call, umpire here. No other thought but to knock that out then.
It'll be Nugawali, not Kieran Ewer. He's got an option short. That's where he's going to go. And then they can keep building on the overlap here if Narkle doesn't get to him quicker. I think Tiwi are happy to just chew the clock. They've got the 3-point lead. They wouldn't want to surrender it at the moment while trying to build on that.
Yeah, the signals are coming off the bench now just to settle it down a bit.
Down the line he goes looking for a contest. Johnson flies in from the side. Perhaps intercepted his ruck's mark. Now Sargent. Whistle's been blown, so it'll be a free kick going there to Bidmaid.
Yeah, paid for in the back then.
Kick down the line looking for Farah. McLean taken high.
Yeah, it was pretty clear, that one.
Again, just taking the speed out of the game here.
Yeah, all the signals from the bench are just send it long.
Decent fly there from Tipping Woody. Topo forward by Steele. I'm wondering how they'll pay that one. Penalty throw in.
Yeah, good decision. Skill error there. He was trying to pick it up and it just hit him on the back foot as he bent down to grab it. So pretty unlucky there if it had been pinged for that.
Lockyer had a little effect with the kick. Stanley rolls it forward. Coleman intercepts. Absolute shank off the boot. Now he kicks to the hot spot. Comes off hands. Carlson Cantilla kept it. He slipped over on the turf. Mankara, he snuck forward again, I think. Thompson also trying to win the footy. Still inside the forward 50 for the Bombers. We'll have a ball up. Can't be much longer left in this quarter. Mind you, the Bombers have kicked 5 goals in it. Southern Districts have had 3. Kick out of there from the Crocs. It's a 2-on-1. The one's done very well. Although Ham's got away to Dunn. They seem to do better when the support came against them. But that'll be the first quarter, a 3-point lead to the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, you're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. We're back after the short break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, We're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're in the front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 12 clash here from TIO Stadium this afternoon. Southern Districts and Tiwi Bombers. My name's Nick Danks, my commentary partner this afternoon, Will Zwar. And Will, Tiwi fought back really well then in that second quarter to take a 3-point lead into half-time.
Yeah, they did. They kicked 5 goals, won, and turned around a 7-point deficit into a 3-point lead in that quarter. It sort of came from nowhere as well. Sort of halfway through that quarter, you thought maybe Southern Districts are going to get onto a roll here, and they just chipped away with a few goals. Carlson Cantilla kicked a ripper from the boundary line, and then Tipping Woody and Munkara chipped in with a couple as well to bring that lead back in their favour. Underway in this third quarter, and Anderson will get the first clearance. Looking for the half-forward flank. Farah gets a handball down into space. Running through was done. Out to Hams. Back to Thompson. Ryan takes a good mark. Pretty easy when he's the tallest bloke on the field by a foot at least, you'd think, Danksy.
Yep, he's always going to get that one, even though they did try the hardest to jump that high.
Now Narkle. He goes into the pocket. Oh, good kick there. McLean thought maybe there was a fingertip on it, but Talmas will go back. And he's had a bit of an interesting afternoon in front of goals. A bit of a cheapie from the goal line in that first quarter. One from the tightest of angles, 50 metres out in that second, which maybe he should have passed off, but it looked pretty good, only missed by a little bit. And then another one from a similar spot just before that, which turned into a goal to Jordan Johnston. Can he put through his second here? A little bit pedestrian with the kick. But the umpire doesn't move, and he puts the Crocs back in front.
Yeah, he took all the chance to make a mistake there with the kick. He took 2 steps and popped it through, and got his second goal for the Crocs. Puts them back to a 3-point lead. Then we've got a couple more games on today. 6:30 at TIO back here, St Mary's and Palmerston, and 7 o'clock tonight at Nightcliff Oval, the Tigers and Pint. As we then take a break, and we're back after Christmas.
That's when the real fun begins, Danksy. That second season will start. And I was just having a quick look at the fixture in the halftime break. Looks like a lot of those sides in the top 5 play Palmerston Wanderers and Buffs in that time, so there will be a few tripwires potentially for them, but they need to make sure the games they play against each other they're making the most of. As you know, 6 can't go into 5.
Yeah, big Saturday on the 3rd of January, Bombers and St Mary's and Pint and Southern Districts, 2 big games straight after the Christmas break. See which good boys have been good.
Ball goes down the line. Southern Districts trying to move it forward. The 2 number 4s going head to head. Dunn strips the ball from Narkle, and Tiwi on the turnover, looking to the top of the 50, goes through Steele's hands. He kept his feet though. He's putting on some aggressive offensive pressure. Ross gets it out to Butters, who looks a little bit worse for wear. I'm not sure if that was the right decision there. Lockyer, he's had a couple of air swings tonight, hasn't he? Or this afternoon, I should say. Burgess, he goes down the line into the middle. A little bit of a fumble there from Schwartz, uncharacteristic, but he shrugs the tackle. That's more like it. On his left, he goes inside the forward 50. Beyond Thomas, McLean absorbs the tackle. Maybe had a little bit too much time there. Umpire let it go a couple of times. Southern Districts need to be careful here. Oh, I reckon they might have gotten away with one. Umpire will call for a ball up.
A bit of 50-50 there. There was a leg at one stage, and that's what the Southern District player is pointing at, is the legging, but really unlucky not to get hold of the ball there in favour of the Bombers.
Oh, Barry taken head high, almost in a chokehold.
Yeah, you're going to take them high when you jump 2 feet off the ground to tackle. So he's got himself a bit of a knock as well. Looks like a blood rule.
So Apotimi, I'm not sure if he's copped a stray elbow on his way through. It didn't look like there was any malice in the tackle at all there, but yeah, certainly a high tackle against Barry, and he'll earn himself a free kick. He kicked 2 goals in that second quarter, sorry. And not good news for Southern Districts is it looks like Butters is limping very, very slowly towards the bench as well.
Yeah, it's a blood rule, obviously. They've stopped the game for a second, and I think he just must have copped it, as you said, a slight elbow or something as when he jumped up to tackle there. No real malice in it, but they clean him up and get him back out.
Looks like he's got a bit of a shiner. Barry will widen the angle, open up the arc. Oh, a bit of a one-handed juggle there from Ryan. If you don't mind. Oh, Hamsy's, I think they've said it's gone through for a behind. He was pleading for it, wasn't he?
Yes, he certainly was. And bit of a smile on his face there, knowing he got away with one.
Lockyer takes the mark. Long way from home. Tiwi can build from here. Well, not with a kick like that. Wasn't a good one in the end. It almost favoured Schwartz. Cantilla's done very well to try and turn it over, but Crocs go to full forward. Farah couldn't take the mark. Ball's still alive. Gee, Bomber's a bit sloppy in this defensive 50.
Let's throw it back in. Three-point lead here to the Crocs, 7-8-50 to 7-5-47. One goal turnaround so far in this quarter. Tiwi went in 3 points up at half-time.
Ryan tried to back paddle it. Again, Lockyer just scoops it out of there. Oh, great pace there running through was Kieran Ewer. He goes for a bit of a torpedo. Didn't come off very well. Johnston, you'd think, could be first to it. He's pleading for the unintentional. I think we're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, you're be pretty lucky to get that when you've slowed up and let the ball run over with your arms out. You should nearly be pinged for yourself for letting it go out of bounds, because he had all the time in the world to pick that up. A good decision by the umpire.
Crocs looking very well set up here behind the ball. They've got sort of two plays between the contest and full forward. Almost wouldn't have had an option to really do much but go straight for goal. In the end, it didn't matter. Southern Districts have worked it away, but Hams takes a mark. He'll try and straighten it up. Now comes to Lemons. He's been pretty handy. Kicks it into the fat side. Comes off hands. Coleman, over the top he goes. Oh, it's tapped to the goal line there by Tipping Woody.
Thought it was good to try and handle over the top, but he may have been better off just to take a dab at that one, because he was only going to put it into more trouble. This could be cut off.
Farah gave it to the runner in Shannon. Oh, he's just bursting away there. Just put on the accelerators for a couple of steps. That was all he needed. Takes two, bounce on his left. He's looking for the lead. Thomas kept out of position there. Really needed to hold that front spot. It's good defensive work there from Ty Bedford. Shannon wrapped up straight away. Looking out for Johnston. He's also wrapped up by Twycross. Immense pressure in that back line. Just the sloppy skills letting them down, getting out of there. Again, case in point as Upward Teamy gets it away in the nick of time. Might work out for him. Here comes the captain, Kim Cantilla. Fends off one. He needs to be careful. Oh, good shepherd there. Got away, and now he goes to a player inside the forward 50. Springs up, and that's a mark to Carlson Cantilla. Great work there from the skipper. He was dancing on thin ice, but he just managed to get through in the nick of time.
Cantilla was on his own for a very long time there. They had lots of opportunities to put that one over the back, and took full advantage of it in the end. Pushed this one slightly to the right post. We've seen one kick from this range today.
If the last goal he kicked is anything to go by, the angle won't trouble him either. In he comes, Carlson Cantilla for number 2. He loves it straight off the boot. And they regain the lead, this time by just 2 points.
Tickets available now via Ticketmaster. for the 2 AFL matches here at TIO Stadium, beginning with the Gold Coast Suns taking on St Kilda on Saturday the 9th of May, followed by the Suns taking on Port Adelaide on Friday the 15th of May. Tickets now available through Ticketmaster. Good Christmas present idea.
Yeah, sounds like a very good Christmas present idea. Just in time. I'm still trying to work out what I'm giving a couple of people.
Friday the 15th of May, the Port Adelaide game sounds like the one.
I'm trying to work out if I can get to that D's game in Central Australia as well.
I reckon if you ring Melbourne, they'll wait for you. 2 points in at the moment. Tiwi Bombers back in front, 8-5-53 to 7-9-51.
Hopefully they can help us out with some snow on the McDonnell Ranges. Tap down comes to Anderson. He gets a handball through. Oh, Johnston at the bottom of the pack there. They're just scrounging on top of him. And just looking down at the interchange bench, it looks like Briston, who copped that shiner before, is going down into the cool room. In fact, he's gone down beyond that into the change rooms underneath. Oh, Shannon, just a little clip on his way through, gets it to Sargent. Barry almost held without it. Mankara just gets a kick away. Again, just sloppy with their disposal. Schwartz is going to gobble that up, snap on goal. That's what he's done all year. Had a really great season, pretty good day today, and he adds his name to the scorers. Back in front.
Seesaw competition. Southern Districts are up by 7 points at quarter time, 3 points to Tiwi Bombers at half time. We're back now to a 4-point lead to the Crocs, 8-9-57 to 8-5-53. This is the game we wanted, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how both sides go the distance. We've still got about 30 to 45 minutes of play, possibly even more than that, with the final quarter and a half still to come. And as we've mentioned, Southern Districts haven't played a lot of this time slot this year. In fact, they haven't played this time slot at all. I think behind this, their latest start was a 4 o'clock start.
Yep.
And it's been a pretty hot day for them out there.
From memory, that 4 o'clock start was a pretty wet day as well and windy. So, as you said, just going to see how they end up in the last quarter.
Barry trying to win the ball there. Good kick out finally for Tiwi Bombers, although Mankara, oh, he's done well there. Gets it to the runner in Thaddeus Portjimi. He loves a little dance through. Gets it through a couple now. And then a bit of a laser beam pass. That's a great pass up there to Paul Muntamuri. Couldn't take the mark though. And now Southern Districts on the rebound through Cotter. He got it out wide to Johnston. And then over the top from Sage. Oh, big strong tackle from Anderson. Almost took him down with him. Ball spills out over the boundary line. Former teammates there, Anderson and Lemons with the Gold Coast Suns. Just giving each other a little bit of a cuddle, a little reuniting.
There's a bit more room for both sides out there at the moment. They've just noticed some gaps appearing. We did see that in the last goal for the Bombers where he was on his own. So you can understandable in this heat.
Anderson, again, just trying to get, oh, good little don't argue there, if you don't mind, from Cale Coleman. Kick didn't really do too much though. Clark gets it back to Bidmaid in the middle of the ground. He goes, Hams double fists it. Quick little 1-2 between Cotter and Bidmaid. And then it's with Bousted. Free now to Sargent. Out to Thomas. He's a long way from home. He's got Shannon all by himself. Or McLean's done very well there. Had to pick between two and he's picked the right option. Now goes off to Hams. Short kick to Lemons. And then that wasn't a good one. Turned over to Schwartz, who's kicked the last goal.
Brendan Cantilla was off over the back there too. He'd just come off the interchange. Could have dropped that just a little bit further. He was on his own.
Narkle to Johnston to Shannon, and Shannon finds himself in scoring range.
The biggest lead today has been about 8 points, so this will come in handy.
Should be a relatively straightforward goal for Shannon. Not his busiest day this afternoon. That one he likes though, and I think he might have gone with a little bit of a motorbike rev as well. The chopper. 10 points the margin now out to Southern Districts. I think we might have gotten out to 15 or 16 in that first quarter, Danksy.
Yeah, earlier I think it was 15 points was the biggest we got, and then Tiwi just chipped away back at it, and but with 10-point lead now.
Was about this time a quarter ago where they had that lead, and Tiwi kicked some late goals in that second quarter. So maybe history's going to repeat, and we'll see a flurry of red and black goals.
Checking that score, it's actually a 9-point lead now.
Ryan again dominant in the ruck. He's going to have a field day. Coleman out wide to Hams, just a little bit beyond him, and Stanley with the youthful legs got to the ball quicker. Dunn tried to have an impact. Did so pretty well. McLean found the ball at half back. His kick though was smothered. Here comes Narkle. He can try and be clean with it. He's got two players out the back door if he needs. Instead he's going to go himself to Shannon in the front door. Now out to Sargent on the 50. Goes to a pass to Farah. Oh, didn't really help his teammate there. Dunn's done very well there to neutralise the contest.
Narkle did well that he beat 3 players all by himself. Just got the ball across, and then just the next pass just didn't fall right for the Crocs. You have to make sure that they take advantage when they do, because Tiwi can come back really quickly, which is what they've done all day. 9 points in it at the moment.
Ryan. Oh, Ham's just sitting in the hole there. Looking for Lockyer. Johnston has double-fisted it from behind. Dunn goes back to Bedford. Game just slowing up a little bit here. Wonder if both sides are trying to save their petrol tickets. Bidmaid intercepts that one. Lockyer again absorbs the pressure. He's having a pretty good game today. Kim Cantilla maybe not as clean as he would have liked to have been. He can still win this contest here. Oh, he does. He toe pokes it forward to Thompson. Now it gets forward. Handball to Thaddeus Portjimi from the top of the square. He puts it through and reduces that margin.
Back to 3 points. 9-9-63 to 9-6-60.
His second goal of the day joins Carlson Cantilla and Francis Tippingwoody with 2 each for the Bombers, and Taron Thomas with 2 for Southern Districts. Otherwise, by my count, it's singles elsewhere around the park. I think Dill Barry has 2.
Barry's got a couple as well, yeah. But that just showed you then how quickly Tiwi can score. That was about 4 passes, and they've gone loose on this thing and loose up forward line and pinched that one. So the Crocs are going to have to be careful here. They've been controlling the ruck, but just from then on, it's once the pace gets on it, Tiwi are doing really well.
In the middle, and Brendan Cantilla, oh, he's nearly held without it there by Rusker.
Yeah, could get the free for the push in the back. I don't think he ever had control of that ball. Oh no, he's paid him. No idea.
Ross, just an easy one over the top. Brandon Rusker pokes it out wide. Johnston's quietened off a bit in this third quarter. He was probably best on by a long way in that first half, by my count anyway. Burgess has to paddle it back. Now comes to Geordie Johnston. Through to Bidmaid. He's got a few runners. Off to Matt Johnston. Oi, bit of a jump there if you don't mind. Couldn't take the mark though. In theory, that could have been a free kick against. I don't think he made contact with the footy. But the umpire will call for a ball up.
Can't take the high marks out of the game. I know you're probably right though, he didn't get anywhere near the ball, so umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt.
All right, Ryan didn't even go for the tap, he just took it straight out. Inside the forward 50, good mark there from Taj Stanley in the forward pocket. This will be a good test for the youngster. Oh, he's I like that straight away. His eyes start up for another option. He thinks, no, I'll go back and have a shot on goal. Can be a bit of a tough angle there. We know the wind has been flowing across goal, so we'll sort of be kicking into the breeze. We need to keep it low and hard.
And missed everything, is he?
Through for a point.
4-point lead now to the Crocs.
Back in they go. Hams takes a mark. Over the top, looking for Bedford. McLean goes back, really taking the pep out of this one late, playing a bit of tempo footy. Gee, that's a dangerous kick. They've got 2 to beat. Shannon just gobbles it up in the pocket, very tight angle. Oh, we don't know what he was doing. He kicked to the top of the square where there weren't any of his teammates. 3 Bombers, though. McLean's done very well there just to buy himself some time and space. Goes out wide. Maybe Bombers will be away here. Or do so the hard way.
They've got the runners on this side as well. 4 versus 3 in the back line at the moment. In favour of the Bombers.
Looking for Carlson Cantilla. Oh, beautifully weighted kick there. Just over the top. Burgess had no chance at it. And Cantilla at the moment, he seems like the danger man in that forward line.
The shadow of the light post is about the only shadow that's actually on the ground. He's already kicked 2 today. Him out for the 3rd and put the Bombers back in front. Very close to 3/4 time.
For number 3, to make him clubhouse leader. Oh, he sneaks it home and puts them up by 2 points.
Wasn't that far ago at the beginning of the season, we all looked and thought, who's going to beat the Crocs this year? And of course, they dropped a couple of games against St Mary's and Nightcliff. Waratah and Pint did pretty well against them. Pint did well against them. And here today, Tiwi have been outstanding and stuck right with them, and now back into a 2-point lead.
And every time Southern Districts, and it has happened a little bit, but they've jumped out to what you think is the start of a lead they're going to build, Tiwi just chips back at it. They've kicked 2 goals in a row now. In that third quarter, in that second quarter, they kicked 3 goals in a row when maybe they were starting to just look at the end of the barrel. Anderson taken as soon as he took the ball. Matt Johnson it's almost a rugby throw out wide, I think, but all within the rules. Thompson goes down the line to Cantilla all by himself. Can he extend the lead? Crosses the 50. Top of the square he goes. Good touch through there from Cotter.
Back to a 3-point pool game, which is where we were at half-time. In favour of the Tiwi Bombers, 9-10-64, 10-7-67.
Clears the pack. Oh, that ball has just stayed in. No, I think Shannon's taken it out of bounds. He has. Line ball call, but I think even from here you could see that it had cleared the line. So we'll have a boundary throw in. They could have been away there, Southern Districts. Ryan down to Johnston. Nearly fell as he went. Oh, I think great tackle there from Lemons. Bousted tried to dance around him, sell a little bit of candy, and Lemons just took it straight up. Stuck it to the man. Now goes to Cale Coleman. He goes to the top of the square. Had a bit too much on it. Running back there will be bid made. Tight on the boundary line. Feels like Tiwi's coming. They're trying to surge before that final siren comes for the third quarter.
Yeah, pitch one now, be very, very valuable. At the moment, 2 points in it. It's actually 3, isn't it?
3 points in it.
3 points in it.
10 goals, 7-66, 9 goals, 10-64. Thompson taking it to the boundary. I think districts really need this break, and I think it's going to be interesting to see if they can last this last 20 minutes as well.
Yeah, they've slowed up a bit here, and I keep looking around the ground. There's lots of guys standing by themselves from both sides at the moment.
Knuckle just threw it. Torpedo. Oh, gee, that was dangerous from Barry. Lucky he didn't make too much contact there. He could have been facing an extra long break over Christmas. He came in very hard, but that'll be the siren, and even scores in that quarter. 3 goals, 2 apiece. 10-7-67, Tiwi Bombers leading Southern Districts 9-10-64. We've got a ball game on our hands, Nick.
Absolutely. Don't go too far away. You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. We'll be back with the final quarter shortly.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in the stream. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, Bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 12 here from TIO Stadium. Southern Districts and the Tiwi Bombers. I'm Nick Danks, my commentary partner Will Zwar. And Will, Tiwi Bombers look really, really good since quarter time and have held on to this 3-point lead that they held at half time.
Yeah, it seemed like a side with a lot of integrity at the moment. They've maybe had a couple of situations where they've thought, oh, gee, this is looking a bit dicey, and they've come back from them 2 or 3 times already today. Find themselves with that same 3-point lead they had at half-time now at three-quarter time. 3-2 is what both sides scored in that third quarter. Interestingly, in that second quarter, the Bombers kicked 5 goals, so they do like this end that they're kicking to now. We'll see if they can replicate that in the final term and run home with the wind in their sails as they get forward early. Oh, Clark, he tried to get on a tackle. I think he ended up wrapping a ghost up because he didn't get any skin there as Sargent gets a handball forward now. Oh, big strong work there. Great work there from Kieran Ewer, who's shown a lot of promise today. Kick goal of the day back in about the 5th minute of the game. Thomas gets a handball out now to Burgess. He pokes it over the top to Ryan. Good set of hands. Has nothing. Oh, he's just beckoning Ross to push forward a bit. That's where he'll go now. No, he's gone further to Farah, who hits the deck, couldn't take the mark. Almost taken head high there by Bedford. And now here comes Ross. He breaks through. Puts this one to the top of the square. Narkle flies. Anderson's waiting front and centre. Goes beyond him and just sock it out of there by the defender. Lockyer, you think he's going to win the foot race pretty comfortably there. Johnson gets defensive side and kicks it over the top beyond him to Francis Tipping-Woody. He's got to play it out wide. I think it might be Carlson Cantilla. Instead, he goes shorter to Lemons. Lemons hesitates. Then he goes deep into the full forward corridor. Comes off hands of Steele. Kim Cantilla tackled without it. Umpires let it go. Trying to paddle it forward there was bid made, and then it's just toe poke forward. Oh, they're going to call that out of bounds on the full against Burgess, who's had a pretty good day apart from that.
Yeah, but he got done for both in out of bounds and deliberate because umpire still was deliberate before out of bounds.
Oh, that is a bad set of defensive structuring from Southern Districts. All by himself was Carlson Cantilla, who already has, I think he's got 3 today.
3, yeah.
Clubhouse leader at the moment.
Kicked a couple of big ones as well. One in the first quarter from this, basically on the corner of the centre square, and popped that one through for the distance. So he's certainly got the carry. This is against a bit of a wind though.
This is for their biggest lead of the day. Oh, it's going to be taken by that wind. It just fades across for a point. Still could be their biggest lead of the day. 4 points, they're up by now. Johnson will kick it back in. And Isaiah Butters, he came off in that third quarter looking very, very slow. Not sure if he's made his way back out onto the field. Similarly, I think it was Jordan Briston who came off with a bit of a shiner after an awkward tackle. It doesn't appear like there's 4 on the bench for the Bombers, so he could also be missing. As in comes Ross for a shot to full forward. Great defensive work there. Anderson maybe just waited for the ball a little bit much, needed to attack it, get into front position.
He had the opportunity then even put that one over himself. He had plenty of grass to run through too.
McLean assessing his options. Looks like he's going to go out wide to Twycross. Oh, Twycross has maybe expected a bit too much of his teammate there. And Schwartz has made sure it's just gone over the boundary line.
As we said, the Bombers have played at this time of day 10 times this season out of the 12 rounds. And Southern District, this is the first time they've played at this time of day. So it'll be interesting to see how they run out the final quarter on a very warm day here in Darwin.
That boundary throw-in fell short. Kieran Ewer turns out of trouble. Oh, beautiful kick. He's been delightful to watch today. Here comes Thaddeus Porgini, gets a handball over the top Munkara didn't have to break stride. His kick, though, not great. Kim Cantilla trying to scoop it off the deck. Now Carlson Cantilla puts a tackle on. Burgess gets it out to Clark. And now, oh, they could be away here. Shannon can turn and go. Looking for Anderson. That's well-weighted kick there. Ooh, if he didn't slip on that AstroTurf there, he could have been away as well. Instead, he goes back inboard to Shannon. He's got an option short, a little bit too short now. Maybe need to pull the trigger on that. Well, he does now. I think that's gone all of 14 metres. Umpire's paid. He played to move on pretty quickly and now finds Barry. This, I think, is going to be just on his distance. Not sure if he'd be better off turning early, Nick, and looking for some options inboard, but he hasn't really done that at all.
No, he's decided he was going to have a go at this for straight away. He's going to have to, with this breeze again, push it to the left-hand post.
Opens up the angle. He loves that arc. That one's not coming back enough. And it's tapped through for a behind. Back to 2 points, the margin.
Yeah, it's going to be the side that takes their opportunities, you'd think, Will. He's going to win this one because it's been very tight since pretty much all day.
21 scoring shots to 18. But Tiwi hold the 2-point lead. Oh, good intercept there from Anderson. Maybe high tackle there on Schwartz. Yep, umpire's caught it as well. I think he might have ducked into that, but he's done so pretty cheekily. Oh, and then finds Thomas by himself. Thomas with 2. Taking his time, going through the motions. I think that would be a bit of the messaging as well. Make sure you give your teammates as much of a break as you can when you can, just to absorb the heat. Thomas's kick is wide and through for a behind. Reduces the margin now to a point. Can't get much closer here, Nick.
Absolutely not. It's the game we expected, actually. I thought Tiwi might have a red-hot go. I think there's been a couple of opportunities for the Crocs to get a bit of a break on them, but every time they do, as you said, the Bombers find a way to get back into it, and have pretty much held the lead since halfway through the second quarter.
McLean's kick comes in and finds Thompson. Twycross, mark on half back. Now goes to Tipping Woody. To Thompson. Done. Looking for Cantilla at full forward. Muscles Johnston away. Then he has a snap on goal. Oh, he's missed that one. That was probably the best opportunity we've had in this last quarter. And he just shanks it.
Yeah, they had plenty of time then. Wasn't spoken to, obviously, by these players because he took the snap, but it's taken back to a 2-point lead.
Had some flashes of brilliance today, Kim Cantilla, but maybe not his most active day. They'd love their skipper to lift in this last term. 8 minutes gone. There hasn't been a lot of action so far in it, Nick.
No. This is going to be not that too long a quarter if it stays like this.
Ooh, good fight from Lockyer there. Turned over Carlson Cantilla, pushes it into the forward pocket. Mark taken by their captain. Is this the opportunity that he takes? Ooh, thought about rolling around, passing it off.
Yeah, he's definitely come around the corner. He's just told everyone what he's going to do.
Sargent waiting for that call to play on. He's going to come in and go with the drop punt, is he? Oh, and through for another point. A little bit too cute.
Yes, as I said, the side that takes their opportunities here is going to win this one, and there's been a couple of opportunities there, the Tiwi Bombers, to put a couple on the board. Back out in the middle, though.
3 behinds apiece early in this last quarter. Hams fists it once, fists it twice. And then Johnston takes it, spins out of danger, gives it to Anderson, who's dumped. Umpire calls play on. Kick goes high. Carlson Cantilla, the target. Instead, he just fists it into that centre corridor again. Lloyd Johnston, he can go for a run. Pushes it out wide to Ross, who doesn't really need to break stride, although he wasn't clean with the pill. Now runs back through. He's got Matt Johnston across the corridor. Instead, he goes to Schwartz, who takes the mark inside the forward 50. A little bit too easy there. Can they reclaim the lead now?
Yeah, there'll be a bit of room in this last quarter. The heat's certainly it's been warm out there. A lot of running from both sides, so there will be opportunities out there. They're just going to make the most of them, and this one's really important.
We looked for a runner there, I think, Schwartz. Didn't have anyone coming off. Shannon is just creeping up to the top of the 50. That's dangerous. They need a man up on him because we know he's a big kick and he loves a goal, but I think Schwartz is going to have a crack himself.
Nagel just made a lead for him as well.
I think he might have got a bit too close to the man on the mark there. It's a high one. Oh, but he's gotten it through. The first goal of the last quarter goes to Bo Schwartz, and they take the lead by 3 points.
Yeah, Tara Thomas was applauding that as soon as he came off the boot, and he was standing on the goal line, so he obviously had the best view in there apart from the goal umpire. 10-13-73 to 10-10-70. Just over halfway of the final quarter here at TIO.
Almost halfway through, Nick, and we've only had the one goal. And you're right, the bodies do look tired. They do look a bit slow. Anderson just gets it forward. Bedford has done pretty well there. They had a 2-on-3 contest there, and they've pretty much won it. A few more Crocs have come in. They need more support, the Bombers. Johnston just gets boot to ball. That's wide. It stays in, though, just by a fingernail and bounces over for a boundary throw-in. Good result in the end.
He was nearly smothered off the boot as well. Just got the right touch and pushed it out of bounds. Tiwi have dropped a couple of extra players back now.
Tap by Ryan to Johnston. Oh, he kicks it high across the face. Thomas is at the fall of it. Great defensive work there. Running through Akwatimi. Had no right to really win that ball, and he's done so. Oh, Thomas gets it now. Pushes it into space. Here comes Narkle. Can he extend the lead? Through for another point.
4 points in it now. 10-14, 74 to 10-10, 70.
His kick-ins have been a bit all over the shop today. Some good, some bad. Braden McLean. This one, I think, is going to go out wide looking for Lockyer. Precision timing there. The lead from Nigel. Just over the top he goes. Coleman now. Over the top, Kieran. Over the top to Cantilla. Oh, they could get them on the overlap here. Oh, the handball wasn't clean. Now back to Johnston. He goes out wide looking to his brother. Inboard, he goes to Anderson. They've got numbers in the middle. Off to Narkle. He takes one bounce and pushes it to Barry. Just too much on it. Oh, umpire calls him to play on. Gives it off to Shannon. Centre corridor. Lines him up. And he pushes that across the face as well. 5 points the margin.
It's their 9th inside 50, and they've just kicked one goal for it. Will that come back to haunt them in the next 8 or so minutes? 5 point lead now.
Bedford now with the kick out duties. They're changing it up. Looks like he's going to go to Coleman a long way out wide. It's cleared the pack. And I think that is going to be a boundary throw in.
Breeze has definitely picked up to the right of screen as well.
That should favour Southern Districts, though we know Tiwi kicked 5 goals against the run of play in that second quarter. Narkle scoops it up, gets a little 1-2 there. Now approaches 50, pushes it over the top. Good work there from McLean, but he's given away a free kick. Advantage won't be paid. And he might have just copped a little bit of a ginger one there, Jonathan Ross.
In the wars, he got caught a bit earlier as well on this side of the ground, so well, Ross has not had a good 15 or 20 minutes.
So advantage was paid there, and in the end it'll be a boundary throw in deep in that forward pocket. I think if Ross had his time, he'd like to take the kick. Although he looks like he might have copped a corky on the way through. Twycross takes it, gets a handball to no one. Now Dunn comes out to Clark, no. Shannon taken as soon as he got it by Akwatimi. Toe poke towards the boundary line. Another boundary throw in.
5-point lead to Southern Districts. It was 7 points to Southern Districts at quarter time. 3 points to Tiwi Bombers at half time and three-quarter time. 5-point lead now to the Crocs.
Feels like the Bombers need to actually start trying to win this game. They're just kind of a bit too reactive at the moment. Twycross finds himself on top of the ball. Umpire will call for a ball up.
Only 3 goals for the Bombers since half time. Crocs have only kicked 4, but a heap of points.
Ryan looks to Shannon. Ball comes out. Narkle has a shot on goal. Oh, that's a handy point. Means it's an even 6 points here. Bombers need more than a goal.
This is going to be a long quarter because we've 16 minutes gone now. You wouldn't think we'd be much with only 1 goal scored. So Tiwi's going to have to get a move on and do something the next couple of 2 or 3 minutes, you would think.
McLean none the wiser as to where to go, so he'll just play on from full back. 2 bounces off the mark. Then launches it long, looking for Carlson Cantillo. Oh, good set of hands. How about the Dukes there? Now over the top he goes to Lockyer. Now they're building. Something going to come from this. Gives it off to the runner in Lemons. He loads up, looking inside. Brendan Cantilla at full forward. Didn't read the ball very well. And now comes out to Bousted. Kicks it into space. Kieran Ewer is in prime position to win the ball. He does. And then, not really sure what he's done there. It's almost handballed it into the foot of Johnson. It's rolled out over for a boundary throw in. Good transition, though, from the Bombers.
Yeah, they look really, really good when they run fast straight at the Crocs. And probably just need a bit more, but obviously going to be hard to do in this weather with only a few minutes to go in the game as well. A couple of big changes for the Crocs going on at the moment.
Ryan down to Narkle. And then that kick is high and wide. Goes through the hands of Farah. Upward team, he kicks it forward. Ooh, Carlson Cantilla. In fact, it was Munkara and Anderson sort of body slammed into each other there. Mark taken by Lockyer. Has an option wide. Instead, he goes to the lead of Cantilla. Can't take the mark. Lemons puts some pressure on. A lot of tired bodies out there, Nick.
Yes, it's been a tough day out there for both sides.
Coming out wide. Clears the pack. Shannon's going to run onto it, try and gather it. Oh, he's fumbled it a little bit, but he keeps his footing. Then he goes to Farah. Beautiful pass. He can turn and go. He almost slipped over as well. Goes out to Barry. Is this the last nail in the coffin? Again, he's not going to turn and look for another option. He's going to go back, take his full 30 seconds and try and put in that final blow.
I think you're right, Will, when you've said that the Crocs have been told at three-quarter time just to, when they get a chance to slow it down, that's exactly what they've been doing. And that's worked well for them to manage to keep control of the game. And I think this one could pretty much do it for them.
Barry loads up. Umpire doesn't move. And he gets his 3rd goal.
Yeah, that's his 3rd goal. Very, very important for him. And with not much more time to go, that might be enough for the Crocs. Don't forget 2 more games on tonight. 6:30 here at TIO St Mary's take on Palmerston, and 7 o'clock at Nightcliff Bendigo Community Bank Oval, the Tigers and Pint. And of course we're back for round 13 on Saturday the 3rd of January. 2 games here at TIO, Tiwi Bombers and St Mary's, and the top of the table clash, Pine and Southern Districts. And then 2 games on Sunday back at TIO, Palmerston and Wanderers, and Darwin Buffaloes and Nightcliff on Saturday the 3rd and Sunday the 4th of January. Where did that year go?
Scary how quickly it moves, Nick. Not moving super quickly here, but I think Southern District's just trying to outlast the clock. Still should be a little bit of time left, enough time for the Bombers to reclaim the lead, but they need to go quickly. They've been in this position already twice today, down by a couple of goals, and they've come back and reclaimed the lead. Hams, he goes backwards to McLean. But this last quarter just feels a little bit different. That Christmas break is coming up fast. A couple of minutes away. Don't want to leave anything out there on the table. Narkle slips over. Big Ryan doesn't, so it doesn't matter. And pushes it to Schwartz all by himself. Over the top, he goes to Ross all by himself. And I think if he can put this one through, it'll be the biggest the lead has been all day, Nick.
Yeah, it will be by far the biggest lead, and I think that'll be enough as well now. But unfair for Tiwi Bombers. It doesn't really feel like an 18-point loss if he gets this goal. But as I said, 7 points at quarter time. The Crocs led by, and then 3 points at half time, 3 points at three-quarter. And we're 12 points difference at the moment with the kick to come.
Opens up the angle a bit, and he puts that one through. 18 points now the lead as we tick into time on in this final quarter.
Yeah, great final quarter there by the Crocs. 3 goals to none.
3 goals, 6 as well, so they've had plenty of opportunities to win this game. Finally, in the last couple of shots on goal they've actually been able to do it.
Yeah, 15 inside 50s in this quarter, so they've certainly had the ball compared to Tiwi's 10. Tiwi's had a couple of opportunities up front, but the defence for the Crocs has been outstanding.
Yeah, Carlson Cantilla and Brendan Cantilla with 2 each. They could have easily kicked 3 goals themselves in this final quarter. If they had, they'd still be behind by 3 points, but it just shows how important those opportunities are. And those 3 misses that they had, even though they've taken most of them in this game, probably the 3 biggest and the easiest ones we've seen. Cantilla now takes the mark. He's got players out wide. They're still going to go for it here. Oh, that kick, not a good one though. Just a bit too much hope behind it. Jordan Johnson takes the mark in that defensive 50. Now he'll go long, looking for Ryan and Anderson. Anderson takes the mark, well weighted, well read through the wind. Barry, he can take a mark. Oh, 5 bites at the cherry. We'll give it off to Narkle. This one to put the cherry on top, and he does. Blowing out unjustly to 24 points, that margin now.
Yeah, it's going to look good on the scoop in the paper tomorrow, but at the end of the day, Tiwi Bombers going to be proud of the way they've run this game out until the last 3 or 4 minutes here, where the Crocs have just probably done what they should have done earlier and kicked accurately and have got themselves that 24-point lead.
Last 4 goals of the game, the only 4 goals in this final quarter, and half a dozen points to go with it as well. Well and truly flexing their muscles.
Do you think that's about it now? I think we'll have time for the bounce, and we'll blow the siren, because we're 4 goals scored in a quarter. 23, 24 minutes is probably about right.
Southern Districts here regaining some momentum, some much needed momentum before the Christmas break. For the Bombers, it gives them time to recollect, regather, restart the second half of the season. It's 24 points in favour of Southern Districts, 13-16-94 to 10-10-70.
And your best players on the ground today, Will?
It was one of those games where you could probably throw a blanket over a lot of players. As I was saying earlier, I think that Matt Johnson was far and away the best play in that first half. He probably slowed down in the second. I really like the work of Quinton Narkle as well. I think he sort of ran all day. Wyatt Ryan was always going to have a pretty handy day in the ruck, being, I guess, so oversized compared to his opponent there in Nigel Lockyer. And I thought Mitch Burgess, when he was exciting, was good. For the Bombers, I thought Dwayne Kiranua, he was maybe going to be the one who'd win it for them. He just had lots of flashes of brilliance. I think Braden McLean was also really important in that back line. And I'll also give a quick shout out to Carlson Cantilla, who you thought he's probably going to be the one who's going to will them over the line. Just couldn't quite do it in the end, but 3 goals was clubhouse leader along with Dill Barry.
And they were major goal scorers. So a big day here today for the Crocs going into Christmas. My name is Nick Danks, my commentary partner this afternoon, Will Zwar. Will, have a great Christmas. It's been a pleasure to host you this afternoon, and we'll see you in 2026.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy the footy.